Hello! Sorry for the radio silence, it's been about 7 months, but big things have been happening and I've not known how to talk about them myself, so why would I know how to say them to you? But I had a breakthrough today and I feel like I'm ready to talk. First off, pilot's done. Trailer's done. We added new effects and edits over Christmas. And while I still want to tighten the straps on it a bit, it's basically a solid object. Done. The other thing is that all of last year's networking bore fruit. And we're now a co-venture with Big Jump Entertainment, who make F is for Family, HBO's Animals. We're their foray into adult cartoons, which is exciting. So they want to pitch us around, and that's really good news. Third thing, I'm getting my tooth replaced on Tuesday, so for the duration of this, I'm going to look like a pirate. Just a heads up. So, the show needs to change. And you might say, well, we like the show. Why would the show need to change? And I would say the same thing, but that's not reality off of YouTube. So Final Space came out, and that's like the space elephant in the room, because like Space Dandy before it, it came out during our production, but it's still similar enough to derail things. But that creates personal issues for me, given that I've made a show for 10 years and really maligned my life and other people's lives to make it. So I suggested Ghostworth as a main character. I said, nobody's making a show that's just a robot. That's in right now. Ever since I said that, like Detroit Beyond Human came out, amazing game, play it. A bunch of things about what it must be like for AI, because when AI happens, AI is going to start designing like smarter AI itself, and then it's going to get exponentially smarter until human beings aren't relevant anymore. And that is super interesting to me. I'm reading up on AI at the moment. It's like scary, interesting, and I think that's an angle we can take. That was 6 months ago, and Big Jump said that could work. Everyone likes him better than Sam anyway. He's more relatable, and placing the camera inside the head of a reliable narrator like that makes the audience a bit more safe. They want the main character to be a little bit logical so that they can be on board with their decisions and feel like it's a shared journey. And every episode so far has been about Ghostworth anyway. I mean, 2 of them have his name in the title. I suggested this 6 months ago, and nothing's happened since. I've been writing, but it's been agony. And there's reasons for that. And without making myself too vulnerable or Sam too transparent or making anything too much about me, I write Sam so easily because I always know how he'll react. So I just create a situation, put Sam in it, and I'm surprised by what he does because I know what he would do, but I don't have to reverse engineer it. I just look at the scene through his eyes and say, oh yeah, he'd say this, this, and this, which I don't have for any other characters. And what he would love, what he'd say, what he'd reject surprises me, so it surprises the audience, and there's alchemy in that. And every single time, the work benefits from that alchemy. Because that, for me, as a writer, is really important and quite novel. I don't think I have that with any other character. It's been very difficult to make the show about Ghostworth. Sam's lost memories, the void at his heels that he's afraid to touch or talk about, the horrible freedom of being able to go in every direction forever but where you came from and repair that, the fear of committing to or being intimate with the universe or the present at large is relatable for me. And Sam needs self-destruction because after he lost his memories, there was a trauma that he adapted to, became comfortable in, and he's kind of seeking that out again. And the show was therapy for me, through Sam's need to be understood while simultaneously pushing everyone away. I mean, who can relate to that? That's, it's totally alien. But it was therapeutic. And now the show's going to be about a robot who really represented everybody but Sam. To me, it was just like, what are you doing? That's weird. Put that down. It's necessary as a unique selling point, but it's still very hot to the touch for me. And while the show is very centrally about Ghostworth anyway, and the evolving relationship between these 2 very corrupted people, it's hot to the touch. Point being, this change upends everything I wrote the show about. And from a saleability perspective, it's currently really about a blonde white male in a position of power, never laughing at anyone else's jokes. And nobody finishes watching a show and says to themselves, man, we need more fresh viewpoints like that, white guy. And at the risk of sounding uncomfortably woke, I really enjoy shows like Atlanta, Killing Eve, Star Trek Discovery to a lesser extent, where the viewpoint's totally new to me. And it's refreshing. It's just like, oh, I never thought about it from that perspective. Now I understand people more. On the flip, the show's about 2 selfish males who love-hate each other and form characteristics or represent characteristics that each of the other lacks and become a whole person together, and really making it about one of them more than the other rubs me the wrong way. So I'm just struggling with this fucking rewrite of the pilot script. And it's crazy because the pilot's done, you know, I want to show it to everybody. Even to show the trailer would be unfair because I know that the episode isn't coming out in its current form anytime soon. I need to talk to my production company about it because it's unfair that with all this Indiegogo money we're not sharing it around. Yeah. So, as an explanation for everything, that's where we're at. I'm sitting with this thing every day, staring at the pages, they stare back, it's horrible. But I got a bunch of new jokes to put into it to make it work better. I know the show isn't just jokes, but they really help sell the thing, you know. I've written new episodes that are more Ghostworth-centric. FX passed on us, but they loved the show. They just thought it was a bit too philosophical, too thinky, too much of a social commentary to fit with their roster of shows. So that's not a dead end, you know, that's fucking useful. We got rejected by South by Southwest. They said that we weren't funny enough. The show was gorgeous, really well made, but the jokes didn't land. Again, that's always just fucking helpful to me as a writer, just to fucking hear somebody say, hey, you suck and here's why. It helped with episode 1, it helped with episode 2. People voiced their raw opinion, and mean and cruel and awful as it was, and it helped. It does help. Yeah, it's painful, but it helps. If you want to see anything that I've been up to, I've been making money by working for Rooster Teeth. I've written 6 episodes of the new season of Red vs. Blue, and if you want to see any of those episodes, they're episodes 6, 7, 10, 11, and there's going to be episodes 13 and 14 coming out. I think 12 is out this Sunday. So if you want to go and see those, they're on the website. I'll put a link in the bio or some shit. Again, I'm so sorry for the fucking radio silence. I just didn't know what to say. And I had a breakthrough today and I realized, oh yeah, Sam is how you therapeutically work on yourself. No wonder it's been hard. And I felt like I should share that with you because you've all supported the show and liked it. Sorry this hasn't been funny. It's not going to get funny. It's already, you know, it's done. It's over.